On the bottom of your notes with your partner, list what you think that are the top 5 wealthiest corporations in America based on yearly revenue. Make McKesson, 181 and $241 million, and Berkshire Hathaway, 210 and $821 million, and Apple, 233 and $715 million, and ExxonMobil, and 246 and $204 million, and Walmart for 482 and $130 million, which can be added to those kind of things that are. So I'll take you like 5 seconds to get it done. Right. Other companies in the top 15 with ties in the Industrial Revolution. Hashtag 8. General Motors, 152, $356 million. All right. Ford Motor Company, 149, $558 million. GE, 140, $389 million. Chevron, 131 and $118 million. Rise of big businesses, which is the Apple, Google, and the Walmart. Walmart is you can have a lot of iPads or iPods or phones in general. Can basically see the difference between that. Industrialization, laissez-faire, big businesses. The economic climate of late 80s and early 90s allowed for business to grow tremendously. This led to the creation of businesses that became larger and more powerful than ever before. Cooperations. More corporations become cooperations, or more companies became cooperations owned by stockholders who buy shares or stocks of a company. Allows companies to raise large amounts of money. Large corporations can produce goods cheaper and more efficiently than smaller businesses. Result, they sound familiar, is like corporations forces small business to go out of businesses. I think I heard that phrase for like when I was like probably 12. Andrew Carnegie, rags to riches life story, started his own steel company, eventually became known as U.S. Steel, retired with a net worth of $298 billion in today's dollars. Gave away all of his money by the time he died. Carnegie Foundations. Started vertical integration for the steel industry, buying all of the businesses you rely on for your business operation. Carnegie bought by coal mines, limestone quarries, iron ore fields, railroad lines, and etc. How does this help your business? Reduced his company's costs. Vertical integration, purchase of companies at all levels of production, H meat industries, delivery wagons, meat packing plants, cooled warehouses, refrigerated railroad cars, slaughterhouse, and cattle. This is where cows are at the bottom. Vertical integration practice. Let's pick a company and apply vertical integration to its business strategy. J.D. Rockefeller, owner of the Standard Oil, net worth in today's dollars, $663.4 billion. J and D Rockefeller use horizontal integration, buying up the companies engaged in the same type of business competition. How does this help your business? Less competition, everyone has to buy from you. You make more money from everything. Horizontal integration. This is the horizontal integration that is explained to this page. purchase of competing companies in the same industry. U.S. Oil Company, independent oil refineries. This is what they do. Monopoly. Rockefeller narrowly created the monopoly of the oil industry. When a single company controls an entire game or an entire market for oil, is this good or bad for consumers? It is mostly good for monopolies can increase prices at will. Monopolies result in fewer choices for consumers. Horizontal integration practice. Let's just use the same company and apply horizontal integration. Why does it matter? Big corporations still have tremendous amount of power and wealth today. Still driving out of small businesses, you're driving out, nowhere to go, getting lost. Feels that today. Companies have mergers to get as close to a monopoly as they can get, eliminates competition, drives prices up for the things you buy. A quick review. A company that is owned by shareholders is called a corporation. Corporation. What are the benefits of a corporation? Raised large amounts of cash, cheap and efficient production. When a company buys up all the companies, it realizes to operate. This is called vertical integration. When a company buys up all the companies that are in the same type of business, this is called horizontal integration. When a single company controls an entire market, we call this a monopoly. I mean, if you have any questions on this one, I'll let you know. All right, this is the first day of child development. This is all the babies in the choo-choo train, child development, and this is the graduation, and this is the baby sleeping. So, all right, let's just get into it. Hi, this is Mrs. Huber on Snapchat, introducing for the first time ever, Mrs. Huber, or known as Mrs. Gersbauer, but her name is Miss Huber. This is my first year teaching, so take it easy on me. I know that Miss Huber can be really, really stressed, and many new teachers can be really stressed all the time. But it's okay. Take your best shot and do all the work you can do. Take your time and do all the things you want to do. I graduated from Ball State University in May, got hired here in June. Speaking of June, he was married by this guy. You're welcome. Miss Huber is much better than Miss Gersbauer. Spelling and pronouncing wise. This is Jeff. Jeff is right here. This is Jelly, which is a cute baby. This is him right here in the pool. This is Guin, or Juin, or Guin, whatever you pronounce it. She looks awesome. And nephew #2 is coming in October. What is it going to be? Some other things you should know about me. Look at me. I am super selfish, and I like your attention. Say what? Say what? It will make me so happy to have your participation and engagement in class. I know it's not typically cool to do that in school, but I'll let you know on a secret that it is cool to in this class to participate. But for real, if you would respond when I ask a question or give me a thumbs up or head shakes, I really do appreciate that. Yeah, teachers can be like that too. Back when I was your age, she did a lot of stuff here. I went to grade school and high school in Batesville. My husband and I are in the process of buying the house that is also in Batesville. I played volleyball at all 4 years of high school. I worked as a waitress at Jawashada Farms at a daycare during high school. I was quite the nerd, and some would have called me the teacher's pet, mainly in FCS classes. I spent a lot of time volunteering, and I still do. Hitting the books. Love, love, love coffee. Sewing and quilting. I would do it all the time if I weren't so expensive. Here's a 41 and a 43. Huber. I guess Mrs. Huber's favorite number is 43. I like to be creative and having high expectations for myself and for all of you. Put forth give effort and we will not have no problems all year long. This is Mrs. Huber, my second period teacher, which is 2A. This is the present that she has. Pet peeves of Mrs. Huber's is actually arg. Put forth effort. If I don't know how, if I know you didn't try, it is difficult for me to want to help you. If you have a question that only involves you missing work, question about a grade, and so on. Wait until work time to ask or find me before or after school. Don't cheat. That's just put us both in an awkward situation. An awkward situation. If you need something, please just ask me. I want to be here for you. Also, don't lie to me. Don't have your parents fight for your battles. It's you that I know, or will shortly know. I hope I prove to be approachable for any issues you have. You know, just all that above. I am considered a floating teacher, so I will be at North on A days and East on B days. But I am really good at checking my email, so shoot me an email or text me in a Remind app if you need something on a day I'm not here. But for real, guys, if you give me a good effort and participate with me, we should all walk away from here with A's and B's, no problem. Candy? So let's play again. Two truths and a lie. I used to collect rocks when I was a child. I have never broken a bone. Dogs are my favorite animals. Dogs are my favorite animals. Exit ticket. Alright, another scientific method vocabulary. Okay, so data, facts, statistics, items of information. The lab used the data about cancer and tried to create a cure. Hypothesis about assumption or guess. The student had a hypothesis about what was going to happen in the lab. A dependent variable. A variable is intentionally changed to observe its effect on its dependent variable. The independent variable was time in the lab, which is chance or change. Dependent variable. The event studied and expected to change when the independent variable is changed, which is expect in results. The dependent variable was money in the lab. Observation, viewing something. The students observe a test tube as the solution begins to bubble. Inference, the act or process of inferring. She inferred what was going to happen when they mixed the baking soda and the hydrogen peroxide. Constant. Not changing. No change or not changing. The solution was constant during the whole experiment. Scientific theory. The group of statements to explain the group of facts in the natural world and are confirmed through experiment. The biology class studied the scientific theory of evolution. This is a woman drawing the light bulb. Scientific law Statements based on repeated experiments or observations. The teacher informed the class about Newton's scientific law of cooling. Control group. Separated for the rest of the experiment, where the independent variable being tested cannot influence the results. Solution was the control group in the experiment. The experimental group receives variables of being tested in an experiment. Solution 2 was the experimental group in the lab. That's about it for this one. Okay, so I'm going to be reading my slides now. Okay, this was my old project. Making a slide of an African safari. I used to make it around. I went to the zoo again back in 7th grade. I went to the zoo back in 7th grade, so yeah. This is me saying hey. I said okay. There's the lions. There are the lions in so why should someone go there? Because it's the zoo. A map of an African safari. Animal picture. Plants you find in African savanna. A picture of an animal, what they eat. An engaged animal, that African savanna. The best time of year to go there. What kind of food do they eat in African savanna? What will you do while you're here? How will you get there? What you eat? How much money you will have? What will you take with you? What is the home of travel agency will you use? Definitely. Okay, so this was made from January 25th of 2007 or 2017. Sorry about that. Book title, A Report by Your Name. About, a title, book title, author, Wendy Ryder, publisher name, copyright date, 2000XX. I made a report about in English class. Summary. This is made by, this is some language. Setting, where did it happen? This is mostly a Spanish answer. How about when? Main characters, Wendy Ryder, Ronnie Reader, Abby author, Barry books. Conflict. Solution. What's the book's main message? Use this slide to consistently state it. Review. Would you recommend this book? Write your review here. I put it as the favorite star ever. All it says was just some Spanish word or something like that, or it can be like French. I don't know. Okay, so this is made for a long time ago. This is Quentin and Connor learning about moons. Okay, so this was made for my resource. I just did it for fun. I was in I usually go to life skills I usually go to life skills with Mrs. Arnholt. I usually come here to go there and just probably I usually come here to ask him because I know him for somewhere. I usually help Connor. I usually just help Connor around if I have to. If I'm resource off, I can usually come down and help Connor if he needs help anytime he needs. All right, Jupiter is swarming with at least 67 moons in orbit around it, the largest number of natural satellites around any of the planets. Jupiter's 4 largest moons, Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Europa, are known as the Galilean moons, named after their discoverer Galilei. I used to copy and paste everything I don't know why I would do this crap. I have no idea. This was required for my science class. I'm not sure what kind of science was it, but right. Okay, so this was made for a long time ago. I just made it for fun. 7 fantastic girls, birthdays and ages. All right, so sorry about that. All right, so Maheen, age 15, Anya, age 14, Kenzie, age 13, Michelle, age 13, Kalika, age 13, Madison, age 12, Stephanie, age 20, Emelina, age 12, Maddie, age 13, Aline, age 20, Caitlin, age 14, Sophie, age 15, Lexi, age 22, Natalie, age 16, Natalie, age 18, Jazz, age 16, Holly, age 16, Anna Jane, age 17, Laura, age 16, Claire, age 15, Lauren, age 28, Sadie, age 17, Madison, age 18, Summer, age 19, Lauren, age 18, Roland, age 15, Gracie, age 16, Sophie, age 18, Sadie, age 12, Allie, age 19, Tori, age 13, Aaron, age 14. That's just all about it. All right, so this is the 120 package meals. Let's read some meal. All right, so all right, first meal. Hi there, it's me. It's me, Brooklyn. We are best friends. Love, Brooklyn. Hi, hey Clinton. Hey Clinton. I'm Christian. I'm a fan of football, and you could do it. Hey, it's Charlie. I like Murphy's and then maybe Arizona or Connecticut. This is all the meals that I didn't even post. Kale Chinese. Soup, sir. Soup, sir. Soup, sir. Eat yourself, sir. All right. I spelled Christian's name wrong. Sorry, bro. I spelled your name like an idiot. Sorry about that. Sandy Cheeks. What is she doing here? Man Four Tower. How are you? What? How are you? What is that a name? It'll look like no name. Dude, what are these names for? SpongeBob SquareBob. Just just since when? Dude, what is SpongeBob SquareBob doing in a chat? It is so weird, guys. Classifying triangles. Alright, so the lessons for September 4th of 20XX. So this is made from this was made from Mrs. Smith, but I learned about that I have been learning about the learning about the environment of triangles, that I was learning about geometry a little bit. Right, classifying triangles. Audience, 4th grade of being Cericulum, or 18 students. Objective, materials, item 1 or 2, 3, 4, and 5. Procedure, 10 mins, or 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. Homework. Are you kidding me? That was it? Damn. Alright, so I made this professional profile since probably around I guess in social studies class, maybe, I don't know. It's like a digital project manager. So, hi, I'm your name. I'm passionate about building great products that make people's life. Sorry. I have over 10 years, people's lives very easier. I have over 10 years strategizing innovative digital experiences for small startups to the world's biggest brands. I grew up in Anytown and an avid kayaker, and excited to partner with you. Yeah, this was made from a social studies class that was been taking place. Skills and expertise, project scheduling, software development, Q&A, requirements analysis, budgeting. Engineering intern, employment history, project manager, or software and engineer, or senior project manager. It's always been located on in different sessions. Sample project. Acme Design Award recipient. Parker Music Campaign. School name, any town, street, education. Contact your name, no reply, dot at xsample.com. That professional profile does not make sense. Sorry. All right, we did this in social studies class. So this is the Luster and Expansion timeline. Luster and Expansion timeline is a Louisiana Purchase, which is 1803. Lewis and Clark Expedition, which is 1804 and 1806. Zebulon Pike explored most of the American Southwest is 1806. War of 1812, which is 1812 and which it says below. The forced Indian removal from the east to Oklahoma occurred to 1831 to 1838. Trail of Tears, 1831 to 1838. Texas War of Independence of 1835. The Alamo, the 1836. The Oregon Trail, the 1843. California Gold Rush, 1849. All right, Pony Express, 1860. Transcontinental Telegraph, which is provided by 1861. Completion of Transcontinental Railroad, 1872. From 1889, which is Spanish-American War, which is I found so familiar with. I learned about these Transcontinental Railroad, and I heard about these two phrases back in 8th grade. They were pretty memorable all the time. Wait, that was it? I didn't realize. Okay, so original project worksheet. So I did this on my guided resource class. I think I did it on my I think I done my resource class. So receive the 5 themes of my assignment city, where this is made by social studies class. I actually worked on the guided resource, but it was made from social studies class. So yeah. Given advantages and disadvantages of staying in that city. Make sure the 5 themes of my alternate city. Given advantages and disadvantages of moving here. Dismissed. What risks are involved in moving to the alternated city, large cities on the store? Rivers, determined a clear plan of action. Discussed why you came to your conclusion. Okay, so here's the location slide, which is made by Mr. Huff. I made a lot of slides for Mr. Huff, which is made by, I had to describe about the location slides that were presented for. Some of them that I need to make more, all of it. I can do all of them above. So this is all of them for location slides. So this is the location slide from Switzerland, Chillon Castle. This is my Quinn Simpson. Why do I want to go to that place? My answer, because I like to see castles that made my day in Switzerland has some castles that enjoys me fun. This is the random castle that I've seen in my life. What is it like to be on vacation? My answer, I feel like it is fun to be on vacation because something turns same in all of the above. And others can be different, and relaxing is the most part of that search. What am I going to enjoy in my vacation? My answer, playing games, cards, board games, exercise, being strong, drawing pictures, videos, snaps, photos, Wii games, and more. That's about it. Okay, so this is the Japanese submission that I have done. So this is the background executive order, 1966, and the evacuations in assembly centers. Why did the War Department view Japanese Americans as a threat? Because they made it clear about Japanese Americans don't need to be moving in different areas. How many Japanese lived in America at this time of the Pearl Harbor attack? Where did most of them reside? 127,000 and 112,000 for time to reach the West Coast. What's the difference between Eisei and Nizai Japanese Americans? They were given that by birthright relationships. What was the effective order 1966? Ordering the World War II policy for last sequences. How many Japanese Americans were affected by the order? What were those Japanese Americans forced to do? Surround the troops and add more funds to home. 117,000. According to Yuri, why did no one speak up for the Japanese? Most Japanese didn't want to stick up. They both have been abused. What did Japanese Americans have to do before reporting for internment? They had the Navy remove citizens as policies as possibility. What were assembly centers? What were conditions like? They were unsanitary. Understandable. Best option has more options to do in unsanitary. Such as take care of horses and health zone. Where did Yuri's family live within the assembly center? How many people stayed in each unit? They stayed in a horse stable with a tent. They lived the next 3 years in 240 to 400 people in different stables. Sorry about that. Internment camps, Supreme Court decisions, and aftermath. How were internment residents prevented from leaving? The camps had ended, so they were trying to procedure the unit. How is each camp like its own town? It feels cold and it is a familiar place and is recognized as old rooms. What was Yuri's first meal at Manzanar? According to her, what's hurt most about the camp? Usually meat, but mostly vegetables. They were replaced as getting colder and no room to have periods in time. What was the court ruling in Korematsu versus the United States? What was the court's reasoning for that further decision? Supreme Court, it justifies a final time they mentioned for ability for people dying in stables. What was the court ruling in Endo versus the United States? Ex parte Endo. Sorry about that. Why did Judge Murphy dissent with Korematsu decision? It was written by Impassioned. What were camp residents given before leaving? What did most Japanese Americans face after leaving camp? The normal apology. The camp was closing, obviously. What was the Civil Liberties Act? The Federal Act of 1988. Why is February 19th the anniversary of a sad day, according to President Ford? What does he say we learned since then? The depressing anniversary had become to an end. And I won't say much today, and I know Ron Brown very well. That's all I knew about him. So yeah. All right, so I'll see you guys in part 14 tomorrow, and I'll do more submissions about these things like that. Um, I'll give you full definition of this thing right here. I'll do more definitions of um, and I'll read through the notes that you can learn about. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.